everyone, and welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are doing well, and happy November. October got away from me. I do have some old videos that I did have kind of put together, but never got them fully edited, so I may pull some things from there and add them into some future videos. But for today, I just kind of wanted to welcome in November and kind of give you just some ideas of what's going on. As you can see, I'm sitting on the bed again because, like I said, the lighting that I have over there is not working that well at the moment, and I still need to figure out a better way of doing some videos at the desk. But until then, you'll see me in both spots, I'm sure, and in the car, and hopefully I will get to do some outside again like I used to. I really miss those days. I used to love doing that. So I have a few video ideas written down. I actually wrote some stuff down. This is my little notebook that I got at Daiso a few months ago, and it's my YouTube idea notebook. And so that is what I'm going to sort of be going over in this video, just kind of give you a rundown, and then hopefully I can get to some of that stuff in the video. So I think the first one I'm going to talk about, which this will probably be the bulk of this video. I don't think that I will have to. Maybe I'll do more on this topic later on as the month goes on and all of that. But this month, I know I've showed this before. I had the word of the month was rest. And how I want to do it is because I would do word of the year before, which kind of worked in some ways. It did. And I really liked the focus at the beginning of the year and everything. But what I decided to do starting in October is to kind of build on every month. So like, let's say the word of the year would have been like, I don't even remember what my word of the year this year was. I have to go back through old notebooks, but let's say it was healing, right? So if that was the word for the whole entire year, then I want to kind of build upon that through the month. So not just focus on that one word, but what does healing entail, right? So, which I don't remember what this one was, but next year for 2026, I'm thinking that's going to be a big part of my focus, because that's what this season of my life is about, healing, about, healing mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually in some cases as well, because even though I have a very strong relationship with the Lord, and I have for a very, very long time, there's always room for improvement. There's always room for some healing in that respect, because of the things that are taking time away from our time with Him, because we don't feel well or whatever it is that's going on in our lives. So what I'm going to do as far as this month, and I'm going to continue this on throughout the rest of time, I'm hoping. That is hilarious. I have this one hair sticking up. Kind of funny. Still kind of funny. Anyway, so I had showed my October spread for the beginning of October. It is almost 2 in the afternoon, and yeah, or 1:35 exactly, and coffee. It's cold. It was like this morning when I went out for coffee, I think I went into my in-laws' house for coffee at about 7, a little after 7. Graham's water dish that I have for them outside, him and Pumpkin, it was frozen. And this is laundry day today, because I used to have laundry days on Sundays, and I'm trying to do them on Fridays now. The problem with that is yesterday we went grocery shopping. I took my mother-in-law. Had a really great day, which I'll kind of talk about that as well in some of the day in the life stuff that I want to share with you guys. But I'm doing laundry now, so I have it all hung upside. Some stuff is drying. So Anyway, I don't know how I got off on that tangent. Something about the weather because it's cold. So I did sit out in the sunshine for a little while with Graham and Pumpkin when I fed them. And most days it's like you sit outside and the sun just burns, right? I'm wearing black leggings. I even have leg warmers on. My old Def Leppard sweatshirt that is like probably 3 sizes too big now, but I love it and I don't care, so I'm keeping it. But the sunshine barely made a difference in that feel of my legs because the pain in my legs is ridiculous when it's cold. So that's probably why my word of the month for last month was rest. So I'm going to kind of show you again, just kind of a quick, brief look at this. So the word of the month was rest, and then the scripture, the focus scripture, what I did is just Psalm 23 because it's a reminder of what he does for us. And you know, he walks with us. He's always with us, even in the darkest of times. He's a comfort for us. And, you know, he just is good. And so this will go on with me. Like, this isn't something, like, with this journal especially, like, I have others that I need to archive, but this one I'm going to keep out with me for quite a while because first of all, I love this journal. This is a really great journal from Temu. I hope to get some more in the future, but I have a few to use because I have one of my wish list, items to use as soon as I'm done with this, which I might be done with this by the end of this month. But I did like the little, what do you call that? Oh my goodness. Bucket list type thing for the month. I didn't do any of this except for 2 things. But I'm not holding myself to everything because with everything in my life, with all of the different things going on, you know, with the chronic illness and everything, I just make up things that write them down. These are the things I want to do. And eventually I'm going to do them. So I did, as far as like my monthly goal is lose 8 pounds. I think I lost about 9 pounds from last month because I was at 185 or so. I think it's what I had written down in September sometime. Of course, I don't know. I was writing this down the other day and of course I don't have it here. I want to do a running log in one of my journals, in each journal for the month, somewhere that's easy to find because it's hard to look through all of this in September and find it. But I want to do something like this and add that to it as well, like a little section for that. But anyway, so I'm at 174, 175 right now. And that's here at home, on our scale before showering and all of that in the morning. So, but I did notice that even on the scale at the doctor's office, at the scale at my dad's house, in like the clothing I'm wearing and everything, I've noticed a big, you know, a difference. So I'm really happy about that. And reading the Bible daily. So those are the 2 that out of all of this stuff that I had. I have not gone to this coffee shop that I want to try. Of course, I didn't even write it correctly. I just noticed I misspelled it. But the coffee shop is only open between 7 and 12 o'clock. And normally what's been happening lately that we've been going to Santa Fe, we've been going later. And even if we do get there by like 11 o'clock, we go in through a different exit than where this is at. And I keep forgetting. So what I'm going to do this month is what I do have on here. I'm going to pick a day, put it on my phone as a calendar reminder, an alarm or something. Otherwise, I may just continue going. Well, I'm still going to go to Barnes & Noble, but if I can get a coffee there in the morning and at Barnes & Noble, I'll just have water or something. Or normally I try to buy something because I stay there for at least an hour, sometimes longer. An hour, I start getting a little anxious. I want to get out of there. But one day I stayed 3 hours. I was very surprised, but it was amazing. So, and then the next thing was we would want to go to the Pecos National Park right up the road, but we haven't gone there. Cause like when I'm home, it's been really busy for some reason with a lot of different things. I'm just tired and I don't want to do anything. And it's just like maybe that we'll go for a couple hours and it's just like not even, might take us around just because of how we have to drive. It might take 10 minutes to get there. There's another coffee shop that we want to go to that Ben's friend owns. Well, his daughter runs it, downtown Santa Fe. So we got to find a good day to go do that, because down there you do have to pay for parking. You can find free parking, but it's a walk, and we just have to make sure that we can find that parking, and know exactly where we're going before we take off walking. I guess it wouldn't be a bad deal to walk around downtown if it's not freezing cold. Then walking the river walk in my hometown. Every time I go, that is like my goal, and I still haven't done it. So I'm hoping that the next time I go to town, well, I have 2 appointments on Monday when I go. So it's very possible, though, that I will have some time between appointments, because one of my appointments is pretty close to that area. So I may be able to go down there and hopefully even just walk a little bit. I just want to get some film of that so you guys could see what it looks like, and I've just been wanting to go down there. So that's one that I'm going to try to put in with this one. And then Hyde Park in Santa Fe. I guess it's like I don't know if it's a national park, but there's like a campground and all sorts of stuff up there. I've never been there. I've heard my brother-in-law and his girlfriend talk about it, that they've gone up there. But I guess it's like this really nice place. And there is like, I guess, just a park. I don't know if it's like I don't know what kind of park it is exactly. But there's places to hike. I think there's even cabins up there and that. So we just want to take a ride out there and like spend a day. So I'm hoping on that day that we do decide to do that, we want to take a lunch or whatever with us, and probably take Graham. He's over on this side sleeping, because it's warmer outside than it is in here right now, because it stays cooler in here just the way it is. But he's right here by me. The other thing that I did not do that I want to do is cut my hair. And that's a whole thing that I think I talked about this in a video not too long ago about my hair. I'm losing my hair. I've lost chunks and chunks. It's so thin when I put it down and put it in a braid. My braid is like this thin. It used to be like that thick. Now it's like this. It's ridiculous. But a recent doctor's appointment has given me some insight into some of that. So I will talk about that in one of the upcoming videos. So then what I did in October as well is I did this. This is the page with all of the scripture writing. So I did all of them. This one I only had 30 days of it. So the 31st, which is really interesting that I didn't even journal yesterday. It was in Santa Fe. I journal anyway, but I got home and I was so tired. I just sat in the bed, watched some videos, and went to sleep. I didn't even sit at my desk and do anything. So yeah, there's some days are like that. That's probably the only day I think I've missed in my journal in all month. In September, I don't know that I missed any days. So I'm trying to shoot for like daily journaling. I do my daily morning pages, although I missed one in October as well. But overall, I try, even if I just get in like a paragraph, just trying to get going. So this is November's. It's not fully done yet. It's just, I don't know, like how... I'm not very good at the whole writing stuff at the top, and that it doesn't come out the greatest, but I used highlighters and that's okay. And the stickers were cool. And the stickers, the stickers in the middle with the books and stuff, they're out of this book called One More Page, a sticker book for book lovers. This was from Barnes & Noble, and it's just like chock full of stickers for books and oops. Yeah, it's amazing. They have some like really, really nice like stickers in here, and they have like quotes from different books. There was actually a quote that I want to use somewhere in one of my journal spreads from Anne of Green Gables, because I'm actually reading the 4th book in that series, which I'm really loving the series. Okay, so then on the next page, I have not set that up. So these 2 pages will be the same thing. They will be my scripture writing. So I'm going to do probably 2 different ones, because if I can find it. Of course, now I can't find it. I'll show it to you and I'll, when I pause, I'll get up and get it, because it's in the shelf on the other side of my desk. So one of them, I'll put it in here, and I'll do it every day in my actual journal pages. So like, how I do that is I put them, like, there's the scripture here. So this top part is all the date and all the stuff for the day. I do all the weather and everything in there when I'm writing. Then I put the scripture, and I don't always do something with the scripture. It just depends. In this last one, I don't think I did anything with that scripture in particular, but what I try to do is the first section of my journaling entries for the day are prayer. So I do a prayer to Abba, and then I do this. I use this pen here, this orange pen. It's an orange Signal. Uniball Signal is 0.7. And it's actually, yeah, it's orange. And it was tangerine. Some of them are different. But anyway, I use this to mark. So I do this like little design. I mean, it just looks like a little funky X or whatever it is. And that's where I start the prayer. And then I put this at the end, because that's the end of that section. Because the rest of my section for the day is either memory keeping for the things that I'm doing, or it's things out of the books I'm reading. So there's quite a few of those. As far as like books I'm taking notes from. So like these, like this one I'm still going through, and I'm going through that slow. I just started this one. So it'll be my second read, and I'll talk about that more, about when I read it the first time and all of that. And this one, restarted this one not too long ago, and I'm going slowly through this. And then of course there's this one. So those are where I get notes from. Now I do have another book that's down in the shelf that I'm doing the same thing with. So it just depends on the day which one I want to pick up. I just kind of go with whatever, and I'll take them with me. Like if I go to the cafe, I'll take them with me, and I'll just pick one. I'll go through that, do my journaling, and pick a book and listen to music, usually on my tablet or a video, whatever is going on. So now as far as November, I was thinking, I don't have a word yet, right? Today's November 1st. I don't have a word for November. And I was just telling my husband about it, and I told him that I wanted to kind of keep with the theme, because I want to build upon the words. So like rest was that one, and I kept thinking like what he told me, relaxation. He was sort of being funny about it, because I was telling him about the word, like rest and whatever. But now that I'm thinking about it, I may actually do that as have 2 words this month, because one, what I do is, I didn't do this in the last one. I didn't do it on that first page anyway, but I will define the word, like off the whatever Google dictionary, or if I have my dictionary here or whatever, I'll do the definition. And then I look up a biblical definition of it as well. And so the word that I'm going to have for this month is restore. And the funny thing is after my husband said relaxation, which I think I'm going to use that anyway, because I have a plan for that one. I have to stretch my leg. I was sitting cross-legged, which works for a while, but then my knee starts hurting really bad. And I mean, like, it's kind of ridiculous. So I was telling him about the word, right? And I'm like, well, I don't know. Then all of a sudden a scripture came to my mind, and the word restore. And so I'll read the scripture. So this will be my scripture focus for the month, as well as like I said, bringing in October's. It is Joel 2:25. I'll start there. I will restore to you the years that the locust ate the grasshoppers. Let me start that all over again. I will restore to you the years that locusts ate, the grasshoppers, shearer worms, and cutter worms, my great army that I sent against you. You will eat until you are satisfied, and will praise the name of Adonai your God, who has done with you such wonders, when my people will never again be ashamed or be shamed. You will know that I am with Israel, and that I am Adonai your God, and that there is no other. Then my people will never again be shamed. And there's so much more in this, that I'm just looking at. I'm like, wow. I mean, like just Joel 2:21. Don't fear, O soil, be glad, rejoice, for Adonai has done great things. Don't be afraid, wild animals, for the desert pastures are green. The trees are putting out their fruit. The fig tree and vine are giving full yield. Be glad, people of Zion, rejoice in Adonai your God, for he is giving you the right amount of rain in the fall. He makes the rain come down for you, the fall and spring grains. This is what he does first. Then the floors will be full of grain, and the vats overflow with wine and olive oil. And then that's when it goes on to, I will restore to you the years that the locusts ate. And the interesting thing about that, I have it, I can show it to you. I have it highlighted here. And I usually, when I, depending, like if I'm doing just a study on my own, I'll write notes in a journal. Sometimes I will write in my Bibles as well. But when it's just like something pops out to me, I should just read this, or I just open the Bible because I just feel like I need to like hear from the Lord. Like I need to read his word and just get in there. I'll just open it up somewhere and just read. And if something stands out to me, I will write down the date next to it. So this one was from June 8th, 2022. So, it's like, I love to see that because it reminds me of things. And I know that there was a time that I had used the word restore as a word of the year. But like I say, when I do the word of the year, sometimes it just like, it gets lost in the shuffle of things. So the word of the month and kind of building upon it for me seems to be working a little bit better. So I'm going to use that as my focus first, because in this season of life and the things that are going on right now, I am feeling the need for rest, which is really weird for me because I don't like it. So I haven't done well with it, but I'm feeling like this is the time. This is the time where you see like the leaves are changing, right? There's some change being made. They fall to the ground. Things go to sleep. They start getting ready for their winter. And this is the time of restoration, the time of letting go. And recently, just things, which I don't know if I've talked about this in the video or not, if it happened prior to, but I have some tubs that are outside that have some things in them, right? That I'm trying to declutter in here, and I had some stuff outside. We don't have a shed or anything, so I just kind of had them in these tubs that I got from Sam's Club, and for the most part, they were working really well. 2 of them it leaked inside, I guess. One of them wasn't extremely bad, but I did have to throw about half of my crafty things away, and some books and journals, and these aren't, some journals were from 1998 that I had sermon notes in. Some were new journals that haven't even been used yet because they got moldy. So then a couple of days later, I think about a couple of days or so, I went and looked in some other ones, and fine, all of a sudden I get to this one in particular, and all my warm sweatshirts and stuff that I had put away last year, or probably the beginning of this year during spring, were in there. And some sweaters and just all kinds of stuff that was like warm and fuzzy, and all the things that I'd been looking for so I could wash them and put them, bring them into my rotation for the fall and the winter. But they got moldy. Diana brought up a good point, though. She said most of that probably didn't fit you anyway. She's not wrong. There was a lot of it that was too big for me. There was a few sweatshirts, and one in particular that I cannot get again, because it was like a special like school like one, and it got moldy. There was no, it was to the point where, yes, I probably could have washed it, but they were really bad. And I just felt the Lord, like, just get rid of them. It was 2.5 bags of clothes that we had to throw away. about a bag in like those tall trash bags of the crafty material. That was the second time that it happened to me. The first time that wasn't moldy, but they just got wet, and a lot of the stickers just didn't, they weren't going to work anymore. So I wanted to let go. I wanted to do this decluttering thing, but I was having such a hard time with it. Partially because I don't feel well, so it's hard to get motivated. Partially because when I have appointments or, not here close by, and so I have like time that I spend away. And then there's days that we just go to Santa Fe because we just want to break from whatever. Just like, not really that we need a break or anything. It's just that we want like a fun day, I guess. So I go spend the time at the bookstore. I go to the library sometimes, and then Ben gets to go skating. I just noticed that I have a stain on my favorite sweatshirt, and that is dry. This is just washed. That's really makes me sad because this is one of my favorites. I like to wear it a lot, and I'm gonna go around with the stain. I know something oily I had got on one of my shirts not too long ago. This is probably the one. And that really bothers me because this is like such a comfy shirt. And they have another one, a pink one, like, and with Def Leppard on it. I don't know why that these like styles, like the ones that have like the bands or different things, the way they made them were just like so comfy. I keep going off on tangents, but I think that like just trying to learn how to let go, learn how to do all this, it's teaching me a lot of lessons. And I want to talk a little bit more about that in probably the next video. I'm trying to kind of go through my list here and see where I'm at, and hopefully I don't miss anything, but you never know. But I'm trying to keep these a little shorter than I normally have them, so we'll see how that goes. And just so they're easier to edit, they don't take as long to put up, and they're not as long to watch. So that was kind of like an October wrap up in a way, and just kind of letting you know what November's word of the month is. And then I will show the rest of this page when I have the scripture written down and all of the other stuff that I usually put on it. And when I do the next scripture page, that will come in. I don't know if I'll put it in this video when I'm editing or just do a video on that all alone, because I probably will share a little bit more about what I find when I'm looking up restore and relaxation and the different ways that I want to implement that. So on that note, I will see you guys in the next one. God bless you. Bye.
You don't have to put the title to the story, just number 4 or number 9 or number 176, because you already know long enough to have that many stories. But that's what my studio says, that I've got 550